I'm covering up the badge because all you need to see is the grille to know what car we are reviewing here. The grille tells it all. This is the famous BMW nose treatment. Of course, this is the latest nose treatment. A lot of people don't agree with it, and the ones that don't agree are actually traditional BMW owners. But the new BMW owners tend to love it, and that's why it's selling very well. So you've got slashes of it going in different direction. Now, if you look closely, this grille is like a smaller version of a very popular Chinese brand right now. Uh, we actually reviewed it a few weeks ago, and it's called Jeku. Jeku has a very similar grille treatment. But who came first? We don't know. We're not going to go there. Actually, we know, but we don't want to go there. So this is a small, compact sedan. And it comes from BMW, and it's designed for a young person, maybe a newly married couple, maybe a small family. It's got a boot. Sedans are not very popular nowadays. A lot of people are looking at hatchbacks or SUVs. Actually, SUVs are the biggest craze right now. Decent sized boot, as you can see from this umbrella. Underneath here is a flat floor, a false floor, flat. And you've got some little cubby holes here. You don't need a power tailgate because it's very light and very low. And then you go to the back of the vehicle. Oh, just to double check, it's petrol, and it's the BMW 2 Series. Now, you might remember, some of you might remember the 2 Series as a sort of family vehicle. Tall, little bit wide. They had a 3-row version and a 2-row version. And the 2-row version is actually quite comfortable. Not sporty, but comfortable. So you get pillarless doors. You get a decent sized cabin. Basketball players are going to have problem because why? It is kind of small on the inside. It is kind of small on the inside. So let's me to think, BMW coming from Germany, designing this car for Europeans. Most Europeans are tall. I'm not tall, so I can still get in quite easily, but I have to, bend a little bit to get into the back. So then again, you start thinking, okay, there's enough space because they've designed the seat in such a way, and the seat in front is quite far back. But it's the getting in and getting out at the back. So probably it's not designed for basketball players to sit at the back or even sumo wrestlers. But it's quite comfortable once you get in. There's aircon vents in there. There's charging units. There's ISOFIX points. What about the front? Front is a lot easier to get in. But again, I got to bend. And I'm not even 5'7". But once you get in, you got this very nice layout, very BMW, the nice large rectangular screen. Actually, it's 2 screens, but it's curved towards you. I like the fact that BMW keeps the screens curved towards you. You got some nice trim bits here. Start-stop button is here. Gear shifter is here. Volume is here. And you've got proper multifunction steering wheel. So you got the new BMW drive selector mode inside here. And cup holders here. Charging here for your phone. Center compartment not so big. You've got a glove box that is not lined. I say this, premium cars, get your glove boxes lined so that if you put any item inside and you close it when you're driving, bumpy conditions, you don't hear click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click. Anyway, that's just me talking about premium vehicles. And this is a premium vehicle. But it's got a 3-cylinder engine. Some people say, oh, 3-cylinder engine. There's nothing wrong with 3-cylinder engines. A lot of people are using 3-cylinder engines and they're working fine. But there's some, hesitation with some consumers. Why am I getting a 3-cylinder when in Europe there is a 4-cylinder version? But the previous 218, this is a facelift, the previous 218 also came, the one with this shape, also came with a 3-cylinder. You see so many on the road, people are driving it, people are happy with it because why? It's snippy, it's quick, it's fast. I'll share the figures with you later. It's almost like a simple sports sedan. That's the word I'll use it. I won't call it a true sports sedan because it's not blindingly fast, but it's quick. Steering is nice. It's got a little, you know, pre-hatchback kind of driving dynamics. Like, it's I like it. I like it because I like small cars. It's easy to park, easy to get in and out. I think if you're a single person or young couple, this is perfect. If you want to go up into the premium segment, just below 220,000 ringgit gets you this car. 220,000 ringgit in Malaysia, yes, you can get a big SUV, you can get some of the new Chinese fantastic vehicles that are coming along. But this is a BMW, and there's a lot of credit given to the badge. Handling is good, as you'll see later when we take it out for a test drive. It looks great, it commands respect whenever you go anywhere. It's got a nice looking front. Yeah, I like it. I like the way it looks. I like the color choice. But is it worth 220,000 ringgit? Let's go for a short test drive and see. So like I told you, we're still getting a 3-cylinder engine in this 218. It's a 1.5 litre, so road tax is so cheap. It's almost, there's no point even talking about a road tax fee because it's so cheap. Yes, you have a 2-litre 4-cylinder version in Europe, but we still get the 1.5 litre 3-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine. And it's a B38 engine, which means it features a Miller cycle for better efficiency. So you get 156 brake horsepower and 230 Newton meters of torque. That's quite good power delivery in the mid-range section. Now, if you want to really talk about ownership and everything else, you have to understand that this is a BMW. BMW is in the premium segment. It's in the segment that it's competing for numbers with the traditional boys, and the traditional boys are basically Mercedes, which has an A class, Audi A3, which is no longer on sale here, and you have Lexus, which has decided to not bring in their small cars anymore because maybe the sales are not so good compared to SUVs. So let's get started. Start-stop button here. 3-cylinder engine doesn't sound that bad. Gear shifter, put it in D, and you move along. So on the road, first thing you notice, a little bit of tire raw noise. So that noise is coming in because this is not a high-end premium vehicle. This is what you call a fun BMW, a starter BMW. So you will get a bit of tire raw. You'll get the engine noise, which I like. Some of you might like, some of you might not like. I like that engine noise. And nice thick steering wheel. Good braking, good brake feel. And when you drop the accelerator, the engine builds up. Not very fast, because this is not, like I said, this is not the fastest BMW, and it's a 3-cylinder. It's not designed for you to, race around. It's not an M car. It's just a nice little city commuter car. Direct competitor will be the Audi A3 sedan, which is not selling here anymore. The Lexus IS, which is not selling here anymore. For obvious reasons, because everybody wants SUVs. And of course the Mercedes CLA, which is a direct rival, because both of them are in showrooms, in 2 different showrooms, and they are competing very close in terms of price and specifications. But there are people who just want a BMW, and so they'll buy this 218 to get started into the BMW lifestyle, and then others will go into the alternative because they like that lifestyle. And I use the word lifestyle because everyone says, oh, these cars are all lifestyle cars. I'm trying to figure out what is lifestyle about it. That term is very loosely used without making any real sense. So I will just say this: it's a car to use for you to get to work and back, but you want something a bit, with a badge. You want something that shows that you've made a bit of money. You want something that says, hey, I've done well in life, I'm earning well. Not well enough to buy, say, an X6 or an X7, but I'm earning well enough to get myself into the world of BMW. And I want to reward myself with a nicer car. And this is what people use the term lifestyle. There's nothing lifestyle about it, because lifestyle is just a very loose term being used for just everything. Whether it's car, shoes, clothes, holidays, motorcycles, trucks. Okay, getting out of context here, so let's get back to the car. The in and out darting feel is nice. I mean, some of you might not like this firm suspension, but I like it. Because you know you're grounded, when you have a firm suspension. And this is something which European car manufacturers thrive. It's called ride and handling, which a lot of new car manufacturers have not figured it out yet. Or they think that consumers don't really want it. But there are a lot of consumers who grew up with ride and handling, even coming from cheaper vehicles. That is why a lot of people go out there and buy themselves sport rims, big wheels, upgraded suspension, because they want that ride and handling. But there's another group of people who just don't care about ride and handling. They just want comfort, they want low level noise in the cabin, and they want badge presence. So this is the BMW 218i, the latest model, about 220,000, still riding a 3-cylinder turbocharged engine. Nice cabin, nice drive, gets you there quickly if you want to. Thank you for watching our video. Any comments, good or bad, please share. We like bad comments actually, because why? We learn from bad comments. Take care, enjoy yourself.